Oh, hello there everybody, how are you today? I have come back now to show you how I made these little flowers. I've really enjoyed working on these, and I'm just going to show you a couple of techniques on different ones. As I said before, when I showed you the box or the stand that they were in, that some of them are acrylic and some of them are glass, but there's nothing wrong with using either one, I don't think. This one here is made out of it's got red crystal around that and there, and there's our glass beads as well, so I'll just that in a little bottle. So anyway, and these are the acrylic ones. Some of them have actually got glass beads in their centres, but I think they all look quite pretty. I've had all these things and not knowing what to do with them, and then I thought, well, I used to always I've been doing a lot of this style of beading like this here before, and I thought, well, I'd like to just make these up out of that in beads, so I have some to put in the doll houses. So anyway, I'll show you how now to make let me see, well, we can do one or two I suppose now. So if I showed you how to do this one here, these are quite pretty, this one, and maybe one of these, so we can just put one of those together. They're quite easy really. You'll need to have a very fine wire. Now I've got size 28 that I've been using, gauge 28 it is, because I am putting it through the beads twice, and some of the small beads, especially these bugle beads that I've been putting on the stem, will only go through this. We need the crimp for the bottom, and that is in jewellery. They have they're little crimps that you squeeze together to stop your bead from going back down the stem. You'll need some beads, and these are about size 11 I think. Maybe if you start out with a bit bigger one though, to begin with, it might be a little bit easier because you can see excuse me, what you're doing a little bit easier. Now I've got some bigger ones here that I want to use now. I'll just find them. Here we are. If I just do one petal, that'll give you an idea, but then I need to put it together. So anyway, we'll just go with what we've got to start with and see how it goes. Now I'll get a piece of this. You'll need the wire, of course, something to cut it with, and a pair of pliers. So I'm going to go, I probably need about that much because this is going to be a bigger flower. I think I made one this morning somewhere. Here we go. This one here's got a larger bead on it. It's not in the same pattern, but that's got a larger bead. So your wire can be actually a little bit bigger in thickness if you don't intend to put these little green beads on the end. If you just want to wrap it with this wire here, the smaller the bead, the smaller wire you can use, and if you have got a small bead, it's better if you use a smaller little piece of wire because it'll look a lot better. So on this one, on your piece of wire, you need to thread on, I'll do 3 beads to start with on one side here. Actually, I'll do one bead on there, right? Now you put on 2. Then you take your other side of the wire and you put it back through those 2, and you just pull that down like so, so that's probably in the middle of your wire, like that. Okay, now this time we're going to put on 3, and put and 3, and we'll take this side and put that back through there, okay, and that will just come down onto that point. Now these are really big beads, and they probably would like them to sit a lot better. Actually, I've only gone through 2 pieces of wire there. I need to go through the 3 of them. Also, you be careful that you don't actually break it. Now that does not sit too bad. So if you want to make the bead, the stem longer, the leaf or petal, you just keep adding an extra bead, and then when you get to the width you want it to be, you'll come back in like so. But anyway, so I just want to have this one to this size, so I'm going to put the 2 on now and come back through here and go back through the 2 like that, and just pull that down there that way, okay, and we've got that. Now, because I thought I could actually pause this and then start up again, but I haven't figured that out quite yet, how to do that, so I'm going to just keep working on this, and then if I finish this one I can put the next flower onto another tape, okay. So we just put 1 on. Now we're going to do 2, which I need to find it some more beads. I do 3 petals this time, which should be enough for the... Okay, so now we've got 1, do 2. That one went flying across the way. Never mind. I'm a bit upset about how bad my sewing, my craft room, everything I do is so messy. I just took a video of it, but I'm not putting it on YouTube because I'm too embarrassed. I spent about 6 months there once cleaning it up. I used to have everything in one box. Like, not one box, but I used to put, didn't matter what went in there, you know, and then when I wanted to find something I couldn't find it because I didn't know where it was, so I went out and I got shelves. My husband bought me some shelves, and I got some boxes, and I stored and I packed and I wrote signs on everything and sorted for so long. I can only do a bit of time because I can't walk about very good, and anyway, ah dear. But now I had the most nice place, but then I find it really hard to go in there. Now I've only gone back to 2 because I don't want it to be too skinny at the end. Like if I take it back to 1, it's sort of going to have a point on it, but I'd like it just to stay like that, okay? If you're doing a leaf, and I've got one around here somewhere, I have taken the leaf back to just to 1 because, you know, that's the shape of the leaf I was wanting in them. So, but this I'm going to only do that way. So we'll do another 1, and I keep getting the wrong piece of wire here. I can get the right piece of wire. Probably had this cut ready, but never mind. So we'll put this one on now. Actually we do 1, and then, well, the reason we can do 3 and just then go back through 2, I suppose, but it was a way of remembering. You go 1 and then 2 and then 3, so that's pull them to one side too far. By that I mean the wire needs to be in the centre of your wire. Now we'll do 3. I came in here to make this, and then I see all the stuff that I've got about, and I sit there and start doing something else instead. But anyway, I've got to doing it now, so I'll put it up today and I'll get some others made, I hope. Really enjoy teaching people how to do things. That's what I do actually, but I really enjoy teaching people how to make things, sew and bead and everything. So we are. So there we go, we got that one like that. So there we go, we have 3 of these. Now I'll do just 3 petals. I mean, some things have got 3, some things have got 5 and so forth, but anyway, we're just going to do the 3. So I'll just show you how to join them together, and if you wanted to do 4 or 5 or how many ever you want, all you have to do is just make a few more. Okay, now we're going to put this piece of wire, another piece of wire, go through those 2 bottom pieces, through the 2 bottom pieces on that one, and through the 2 bottom pieces on that one, and then you get your, move these ones down out of my way a bit, and just pull that up together, and you've got them joined like so, and they're not going to go anywhere. And very carefully just twist that around. I don't know if I can do it with my hands. I'm not, if I need the pliers, because if it flies undone I'm not going to be happy. That should be done in there. That's good. I've managed to do that okay. Righto. Now for the centre, we're just going to get a nice, I just say all day, don't I? We get a nice little bead, a very contrast one from that, so we might get a yellow one. It's a nice little yellow bead there, and thread him on in the centre and pull that like so. Then we'll get something else still in, I like something that's you can see really well, a blue, pretty blue one, and I'll put that. Now all these beads that I'm using at this stage here are actually glass ones. I don't think I'd make this sort of thing out of a plastic bead, but it's up to you whether you want to or not. And I'll just put that there like that, and I've got that. Now I'm not going to put a crimp on that because that's too big around. I'm going to find my gee, I hope I am find my florist tape. I like to stretch it, but because I don't want it to be too thick, and you just wrap it around. Now I don't know how long I want to have that, but I think I'll just cut it off at the, so they're all level. There we go. And the florist tape, I want it to go right up underneath here, as far as it'll go. I don't want to see that go a bit there. Anyway, it's personal choice. I think you can buy this tape in all sorts of different colours. I don't use it a lot, as you can probably tell by the way I'm fumbling along here, but there we go. I usually, well, when I did my head pieces, I wrapped them with cotton, because I did, oh, there we go, that's not, I'll pull these down because he's popped out there. There we go. Put him down with the pliers, so he's going to stay there all neat and tidy, I hope. And we just wrap that round there like that, and we've got a flower. It would look a lot better, I imagine, if he's got more if he had more petals, but it's not so bad. And then you'd get the sort of size leaf that you'd like and put it with it, whether it be a bigger one or a tiny one. Actually, we would have did this before we wrapped it, but anyway, that gives you a bit of an idea how to make those. And the leaves are made exactly the same way. Okay, thank you very much for looking at this, and I will see you again later. Bye bye.